Okay, we are back
Guido's
at it.
been up here
What's he
going on
want?
2 years now. Kid can't hit the broadside of a gecko. You've seen how he is. But you know what? You tell him, Kai, you need to scan before you cut. And he says, yes, sir, I will. And you have that conversation 100 times. And you know that every time he says that, yes, sir, I will, you know he means it. That I put him in this position. Should I have set him on his way years ago? 22 years later. Don't even know what a lame old dog like me would do other than this. I'm blabbering on. What I wanted to say, Cutter, but the bobcat and whatnot. Yeah, I may be wrong about that. Weaver out.
I don't remember specifically what he said about the bobcat. I know the bobcat was like a metaphor for what's his fuck, Rhodes. This one says classified. That's funny. You want to buy it? Yeah, fine. Okay, alright, we are getting some upgrades. I want to do, I want to do this one. I want to do the new heavy tanker. Heavy tanker jab. It's been a while since we've done a jab one. Fun fact, Control is rejected to take a Turing test 400,000 times. Probably a good sign.
Morning, folks.
Probably nothing to worry about.
Focus in and have a productive day now.
Hi. You good?
Yep. Cairo and I had a real good heart-to-heart yesterday. Right, Kai? Yeah. All good.
So, what's the punishment? Docked pay, for my write-up, no sugar cubes for a month?
Sugar cubes.
Nothing. No punishment. Kai and I just needed to talk mano a mano.
What does that even mean?
Keep mouthing off, Steiner, and you'll find out.
Ew.
Okay. Well, I'm glad y'all figured it out. Let's just get back to work.
Okay. So we are in that fun position. Oh, we do have one right here. Okay, never mind.
Air pressure level decreasing.
But then I can just do this. Alright. Now we have no air in the reactor zone. Great.
Airlock depressurizing.
Just pop both of these open.
Airlock depressurizing.
Okay, so we have no air in the butt at all.
Airlock depressurizing.
Okay, so we gotta do the same here. Gotta find an ammo reg. Hey, there's one. I really don't need these parts anymore. I should stop picking them up. This thing right here is making me nervous. I'm actually gonna do something that's just a little bit extra. Just get rid of this thing first, because this fucking battery pack has really caused problems in previous breaks. Oh, I almost just chucked it straight down into that fuel tank. There we go. Okay. Still gonna find a way to fuck this up, but
Airlock pressurizing.
get rid of that thing first. Okay, so I think we should just be able to. This is that little cockpit. Yeah, I can take care of that easy. But I think... Hold on. Say all that, but... Yeah, okay, here we go. Let me do it this way. Gonna pop this thing off, and then go back in the other way, and then do the rest of that inside. There we go. Fun Animal Friends, the movie. Bunny character D. Is that it right there?
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Nope. I missed it by quite a lot.
Processing valuable object. Credits awarded. Salvage registered. Transferring credits. Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credit. Salvage deposit registered. Account credited.
Might as well just finish the job on this. I was only gonna pop the side off and kind of just go back in, take care of the rest of the pressure, but I figured, you know, fuck it. I'm in here, might as well just take care of it. Come on.
Object processed. Transferring credits.
I thought for half a second about trying to swim through the door hole as it went by.
Raw material deposited.
Wouldn't have worked.
Transferring credits.
Airlock depressurized.
This is gonna be a pain in the butthole. These need demos. Oh, this is gonna take a while too, since I only have 5 demo charges at a time.
Airlock pressurizing.
Alright, so now I believe I'm gonna do this.
Air pressure level decreasing.
Nailed it.
Airlock depressurizing. Airlock depressurizing.
You know what's also possible is that this way that I'm now kind of depressurizing larger ships like this, where I find an interior room,
Salvage
you know what I mean.
secured. Applying credits.
You know, as opposed to those exterior rooms, those rooms that are outside. I find a room that I can depressurize, and then just kind of open up the rest of the ship to that room. Whereas in the past, I've tried more to like open the whole ship up to each other and then crack an outer shell. So I don't know, maybe it is easier post-release, but I think the methods that I'm using now are not ones that I've had really explored pre-release, you know?
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Oh, beautiful. That worked great. Yeah, I can actually steer it without taking another one off.
Credits awarded.
Yeah, man. There you go. It's gorgeous. Okay, so we gotta open up.
Salvage
Ooh,
deposited.
not that one.
Applying credit to account.
I'll open up the rest of this kind of to the outside so I can get that reactor out. Thruster. Okay, there we go. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. You're getting real loosey-goosey already, so I'm just going to take you and go right on back like that. Please and thank you. Okay, alright. It's feeling pretty good. Feeling pretty good so far. Cool. This thing's just like floating here, so you can go away. Got my just pile of space rings back here, as per tradition. Okay, so I'm going to take out the ECU. Actually, I want to take these panels off first, because these things... sometimes forget about these. Oh, shit! I pulled the wrong thing. Oh, man, I was doing so good. Not you, not you, not you. Oh, God, it's ruining everything. Get in the hole. Fuck! God, I was doing so good.
Valuable object processed. Credits deposited. Salvage goal achieved. Rewards allocated.
Man! It's fine, like, there's nothing really damaged. Destroyed a heat sink, I guess. Okay, oh no. But, like... I was actually doing good. That was gonna be a really good reactor pull. What's it? I need to do this now, but I'm still going to. Picking up radiation from that. That's probably not a good sign. What are you doing down there? Get out there.
Salvage destroyed. Please pay attention.
A lot.
Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credit. Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded.
Is this thing loose now? Yeah, I can't
Processing
actually
valuable
tell.
deposit. Credits transferred.
I feel like it should be, but you know, it's never really meant anything. I think this is all... connected? I don't know, I'll just keep taking it apart. That was very forgiving. I did not do a good job of aiming that one. Something's keeping all this together still. I'm not a fan. So I am going to... Oh, yeah. Just going to crack it down here with a demo charge, but that's actually a bad idea. It's out. Oh! There was like a little tiny segment of pipe after the elbow, and that's what I cut, and it loosened it. That is good to remember. Like low impact.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
I don't know why it's not coming on. Ah! I do know why. Great, there it is. Pulling, oh no, it's pulling that thing because I detached that too. Never mind, we're fine. Get in the square hole.
Salvage registered. Transferring credit.
I don't know what is holding things on and what isn't. That's actually something that'd be really cool. Like as an upgrade to the grapple or even the scanner. To like when you grab this and it doesn't move, and you can tell it's not going to move because it's yellow, like the yellow outline around it. If it also had a different outline or a faint outline around like nearby components that are holding it in place, if that's what's holding it in place. So then I could see like, oh, this has got it here, like this part here. So I could see like that edge is highlighted or something like that. I think that'd be super useful. Why? That's the whole thing. I don't want to do that. Okay, but cutting right there won't hit the airlock. That's what I was concerned about. Okay. Somehow it's going to hit a fuel tank. I just fucking know it. They can't cut through the radiation panel. There it is. I said to get to that part. Alright, alright, alright. That's fine, I'll take it.
Material accepted. Credits transferred. Object accepted for processing. Credits deposited.
Alright, we're not almost there. We're a third of the way there. I was gonna say we're getting there, but then I said we're almost there, which is not accurate. It's weird. We're getting there is accurate. As long as we're doing stuff, we're always getting there.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Sometimes the things I say are just like some yokel-ass hillbilly wisdom. As long as we're doing stuff, we're always getting there.
Deposited. Applying credits.
Good night, Dad. I'll see you next time.
Valuable object. Credits awarded.
There was another airlock somewhere. Did I put it away already? I don't know. Oh, there's like... Oh, the weird fucking tubes there, or whatever. I can probably get away with doing this, right? Yeah, it's fine.
Valuable component lost. Penalty applied.
I think as long as I just, you know, aim. Do things a little carefully.
Salvage secured. Applying credit. Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Sometimes when I hit space, it doesn't go up, and it's not always my fault. Sometimes it is, though.
Transferring credit.
I'm gonna try to thread the needle, but that is just fine.
Warning. Oxygen reserves.
I know, I'm getting there.
Oxygen levels stabilizing.
Oh, these all require demo charges too. Ooh,
Applying credit.
it's gonna be fun. That one worried me. Luckily, it is actually pretty good about, like, for the most part, only cutting where, like, it'll show you, like, if I point right at it, I'll cut through that. But if I'm over here, the dotted line stops on just this yellow cut point. Even though, like, the angle, excuse me, would still bring it over to the fuel tank. So, for the most part, game's pretty forgiving when it comes to that. It does punish you if you are careless, though. Like, I wouldn't want to do it from back here, but if I get close enough,
Salvage secured.
it'll be fine.
Applying credit.
They are very consistent with the cut path of the slicer, of the split saw.
Salvage deposit
Like, it's never really a surprise if you're paying attention. This little guy, on the other hand, sometimes clips through things you don't realize that you shouldn't be clipping through. Because sometimes clipping through matters not at all. No big deal. Sometimes it will blow things up. And there is a logic to it. But it still does seem inconsistent. Oh shit. Oh, you're just like a heavy thing. Okay. Fuck. A little too big for my britches there. Oh, did it go in? Or is it still flying away? It's still flying away? I thought I fucking tethered you. Get down here. You rude ass motherfucker. What? Why wasn't it getting tethered to the place I wanted to go? Do I have to, like, leapfrog it down? Is that how far up I threw this thing? Well, it's on me, I guess. Okay, there we go. I think I'm just gonna be back to front. I know normally I'd go back up and would start going through the front end of like the cabin compartments at this point, but oops. Oh shit. There's a whole back section here I just wasn't ready for yet. Okay, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Okay. There we go. Remember how I was saying, yeah, I'm never going to use the demo charge unless I'm positive that's where I want to put it. I didn't want to put it there yet, but now we're doing this section instead. It's fine. That works great. I just wish I had more. Why did I wait to upgrade demo charges until never? This is a pain.
Welcome to Vendatron 9000.
I could. I have 7 tokens. Although, do I get the tokens if I go in right now? I think I do. I'm gonna do that. I'm actually gonna do that. A little crazy. But I'm gonna go in. Cool, rank up. Cash in those tokens. Upgrade demo capacity at the very least. Just so I can have some more, because there's a lot of demo charge in this one. And get on back out there. But after these messages.
Shipbreaker. You have 1 incoming transmission.
No, not the bed.
Rook, you hearing me? What happened out there with Kaido was garbage. Rhodes just constantly doubling down, pushing him. He's a bully. The only thing worse than corporate suits are middle management jerks who love stepping on everyone else. climbed the ranks. Even Weaver's given up. He knows Rhodes can do him in just like the rest of us. It's not right what's happening. And from what I see, none of us are safe. We need to do something. The other stations don't have it much better. This is going down everywhere. I'm not gonna stand by and let them kick us around like this anymore. We deserve better. Keep you posted. Lou out.
Will do, Lou. You got it. Probably not gonna do that.
Good morning, Cutter.
Shut up.
It's time to begin your
Oh
workday.
my god. New poster. New poster, who dis?
Listen up, y'all.
Oh my god.
Believe it or not,
So
I'm
much
a little
story.
nervous to bring this up. But I can't take Rhodes' crap anymore. None of us are safe, and we need to do something.
You're not talking about this union stuff again, are you?
Oh, you bet I am. What other option do we have?
Lou? No. Hell no. I've seen these movements come and go, kid. They don't change a thing except get us regular folks into even more trouble.
Yeah, hold up now. You sure about this, Lou?
Sure as one can be, Weaver. He's even coming after you. You know that. After all you've done for them.
Union? I can't get into any more trouble.
None of this is your fault. They're supposed to protect us.
Will this
But
keep
the
going if
only
I
thing they care
start
about
the ship? I
is
don't know.
their bottom line. So we need to hit them where it hurts.
Hold your damn horses. Lou, what are you suggesting?
It's called industrial action. A way to protest through our work. Look around you. We're expendable. We barely have a say in our futures.
I admire your fire, kid. But this is too much. I can't risk this. I got family to look after. I'm out.
I need to think about this some more. But I appreciate that you care, Lou.
Damn it.
They're just scared, Lou. I know where you're coming from, but is this really the right thing to do? Dang. Lou, I gotta go. Pal's coming up. Talk soon.
Well, Rook, there has to be a point where enough is enough. And this is mine. I wanted the whole crew on board. But we can get support elsewhere. I'll contact the union. I hope you'll be with us when it counts. Lou out.
I think this is all stories that I hadn't gotten to pre-release. This is all that next act, but I could be misremembering. It's something that I would do. All right, so we got 15 demo charges now. I reduced the radius on them, so it should be much safer. Okay. Yeah, that took just the inner bit. Oh, that's fantastic. And now I can just do one of those and one of those. And then just kind of like remove that. Yeah. Great. Nope, that's taking me with it. Please don't do that.
Deposit accepted.
Awesome.
Valuable object processed. Credits awarded.
That's great. I like when those things work well. Oh, destroyed something, but I think it's in the furnacing that I was doing, which is fine. Overall, it's not that much.
Thank you for your purchase. Thank you for your purchase. Have a nice day.
Object
Go.
processed. Transferring credits.
Hell yeah. Bum, bum. One of those sounded like especially explosive, but I think it didn't actually mean anything. Okay, so now you go that. Worthless. You go over here. Great. Oh, that's fantastic. And you can just go there. Fucking worthless tethers.
Material deposited.
Go. You can go there.
Object accepted for processing. Credits deposited. Salvage goal obtained.
Cool.
Additional rewards assigned.
Oh, there it is. I really take the Sauron approach to the cutting. Sometimes in one cut, just to rule them all. Either the Sauron approach, or you know the grocery grocery bag approach. I think it's actually more. That's a better metaphor. Grocery bags, because it's like, oh, one trip. Gotta get all the bags from the car in one trip. Doesn't matter how many fucking carts you filled up at the store, you're bringing all those bags in one trip. That's how I approach cutting with the split saw sometimes. I'm gonna be super honest about things. Okay, I think I got everything. Yeah, these are all loose. Great. So you go in the square hole. Go in the freshly cleaned barge, which is, of course, the square hole.
Applying credits.
Okay.
Processing valuable deposit.
Going pretty well.
Credits
Pretty
transferred.
well. just to be safe, I'm gonna put it like this. We can do one at a time too, because I'm not. Okay, great. That is exactly how I want to do that one. Fantastic. I know this can be cut into more pieces, you know. Hashtag one trip. Applies to tethers too. And to just cutting salvage. Hey Sassy. Thanks for keeping me hydrated.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Oh, this is connected to those, that's right. Why isn't that coming up? Stupid fins. Dorsal and ventral, I believe. Is ventral the other one? Dorsal's like the dolphin one, and ventral would be the underneath one. Sounds like a thing. Okay, so we still got a power generator to deal with. We got the shell to crack. But we're doing real good. This has been a very successful salvage. Space is good. Braking is especially good, especially in space. Braking is going well. Space, you know, it's a little cold. Could be worse. Could be a lot worse. How are you doing, Sassy Beard? What are you up to? Put it off here. These front ones are actually very unnecessary for me to cut. If I was trying to do any semblance of a speed run, I would not have. Shit, this is speaking of speed. I don't know why I'm limiting myself. Doing good, just got off Apex. I am sorry I've not been playing that. I keep meaning to. I see you're on there. I'm like, oh yeah, and then other stuff comes up always. I'll probably have time like next week though. I want to play more the robot guy that I started to play. I like him.
Valuable object accepted for processing.
There we go. Sometimes if you just kind of throw things wildly, you can figure it out afterwards. That right there. Oh, no, wait, hold on, where are we going? Yeah, there we go. There's our trajectory. Is this? Oh, I can pull this by hand? Fuck yeah. Feel pretty heavy. Once again, if I was going for any kind of a speed run, I would not be pulling anything by hand. I'd be tethering it, but I am a dummy. I just need to kind of get up here-ish. Hi, sissy. Actually, I can pull this thing back and then barge it that way. Oh! That's what I wanted to avoid! Oh my god. Everything is ruined. Look at this. What a mess. It's all falling apart. Oh, shit. Yeah, that's exactly what I didn't want to have happen. Just donked the top half of the ion ring into the whole ship, and it fell apart like Lincoln Logs. Holy shit, I just janged my spaceship. Okay, let's get this in the square hole. God damn it. I was doing real good. Until I wasn't. Okay, this is actually fine. I was being a little dramatic there. Shocking. It's the first time ever. I know, it's weird. But this is fine. It's just a little cattywampus. I hate it when the ship gets all wibbly wobbly and you know, crooked. But it's manageable. We're almost there. I shouldn't have pulled that console. Okay, we still have air in that airlock, so let's go take care of that. How is there air in? I thought had solved all that. This one.
Airlock depressurizing.
Up there.
Salvage accepted. Credit applied.
There it is. I got the handle off that. So get out of here. You are not going in the square hole. Please, thank you.
Salvage deposit registered. Account credited.
Already get that one. Great. Okay.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credit transferred.
Why is this still connected? Is there a thingy?
Processing value.
I don't see a thingy.
Credit transferred.
Eh? Oh, there's a thingy. There we go. Shove these things out of the way. Alright, let's get this power generator. We're almost done with this thing. Oh, I was not... I was pointing at the fuse and not the handle. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. Well, that's good. Let's just cover it up with your hand, dummy. Come on. Put your hand somewhere smart. Stop it. Much better. That shouldn't work. Oh my god. There it is. Let's get that one now. That's so stupid looking. Okay, we got the power generator now. Let's get that into the barge and do that thing. And...
Salvage deposit confirmed.
Oh, we're so
applying credit.
yes.
Salvage
I think what we can do actually is we got these chunky boys back here. that we can toss into the square hole, you know? Oops, where'd that one go? I don't like that. I don't like that trajectory. Let's just grab another from that side.
Processor deposit accepted. Credits awarded.
Oh, it's so terrible when I play this game. Usually that's how it is. Like, neck forward and tilted to try to make up for the fact that my character's tilted in game. Instead of, like, you know, writing the character. Just... What are you doing? There we go.
Deposit accepted for processing.
Heard some aluminum. That's fine. I'd much rather err on the side of throwing things in the processor if they're mixed processor furnace, unless it's like very clearly mostly furnace with a little tiny bit of processor. For the most part, it seems safer. Value-wise.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited. Valuable object processed. Credits deposited.
Not to mention the lights. Whatever.
Tether supplies are dropping.
Bum, 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 bum.
Object processed. Transferring credits.
Caution. No tethers remaining.
Perfect timing. I'm right here.
Oxygen levels stabilizing.
I know it's really
Deposit
heavy.
accepted for processing.
I've got everything else. Big chunk. Big chunky. I want to kind of get it up and out of the way. I don't want to smack this thing because there's still some bits that I want to get out of here. Even though we're done.
Rewards maximized.
Okay, then.
Raw
What?
material accepted.
Oh, I bet it's the shit on the inside. The desk and stuff. Yeah. There we go. Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah, that's gonna be okay. No, that would have hurt. But
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
alright, so there's a couple things I want out of here, like this. I don't know why that was loose, but giving me the "you're yanking it off" kind of thingy.
Applied.
Give me that yanking it off kind of thingy, if you know what I mean. What I'm saying. Space jokes.
Salvage registered. Transferring credits.
Grab the chips, grab the chips. Into the ocean! Whoa. Whoa. Alright, you are effectively worthless, but I'll still sort you. What else do we have? couple lights. A couple parts that we don't need anymore. A couple door handles.
Account credited.
We got a sticker.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Just setting this stuff outside. Oh, well, I guess I can beat that shot.
Salvage secured. Applying credit.
Alright, I think this house is clean. Get out of here. Whoop.
Salvage deposit.
Just rode that thing right into the furnace god. Where is that there it is. Very important part. Do a barrel roll. Holy shit, all those fucking tethers into the furnace god and it still almost went in the processor. There we go. Okay. We're gonna go for a new land speed record here.
Material accepted. Credits assigned.
Warning. Critical helmet damage.
We're fine!
Oxygen level stabilizing.
Oh my god. Are all the pieces in yet? I feel... Oh, I am missing a big chunk. I was gonna say, I feel like there's a big chunk missing. Oops. I forgot that I threw that one up there. Ah, it's actually closer to go this way. I'm gonna waste a bunch of tethers again. Get in the square hole. Oh, that was a bad one. Do 4 more to make up for it.
Welcome to Vindatron 9000.
Did I kill those too early? Is it not going in? There it goes.
Applying credits to account.
Okay. Got all the big bits. And actually, there's like no fragments on this one either. What is that? There's something there. Oh, that was not worth the trip. But yeah, that was actually fairly neat salvage. A couple little just scraps, like the detritus of just taking apart the breakable points. It's not even like when you have a bad explosion and there's shards everywhere. That's not what these are. These are just like some of the interconnecting parts that come off once you disconnect, you know, the panels or whatever. So yeah, that was a huge success. It was very good. Destroyed 1%. I don't know where it came from. Missed 0.4%. I don't know where it went. Some of it's lost in just like cutting panels. You lose like the, you know, blade width essentially. That was good salvage.
Hello, Shipbreaker 9.
Hello, Shipbreaker.
52. Lynx would like to share the following.
Gather up,
Oh,
fellas.
fucking Jesus.
Gather up. I got something to share with you all. A real treat. Hold up. Where's Lou at? We'll come to that. Now, I'm gonna read a message I acquired last night.
Uh-oh.
To Group Undisclosed. As has been occurring in salvage yards across the colonies,
We got that
our
exact same
team
message.
has been struggling with an administrator who is oppressive, petty,
and cruel. This official puts our safety at risk and assaults the mental health and well-being of our team. These clear tactics of oppression are being used to undermine the strength and will of our crew. We need to show Lynx and the world that we are not without power, and we will no longer tolerate being treated as less than human. Industrial action would show Lynx that we control the means of their profit. Action is hope, solidarity is strength. Your colleague in solidarity.
Oh, we didn't get that message. This is a little too damning.
Carnegie Station.
Where's Lou?
Heading back where she belongs.
You gone way out of line here, Hal. This is my crew, and I say who stays and who goes.
Save it, Joseph. I've shared all this with headquarters. And now, I've got one last thing. A message from Rye Paulson herself. I strongly encourage you all to pay attention.
To all employees of Lynx Salvage Division, this is an important update on our effort to safeguard you from predatory union organizers. We have received disturbing information of a plan to commit a terrible act of violence by this group. In these drastic times,
Violence as in property damage.
Drastic measures.
The worst type of violence.
We turn to Clause 19C of your work agreement. Clause 19C stipulates that anything produced by Lynx equipment is the sole property of Lynx Corporation. Most importantly, this clause applies to the genetic assets produced by our Everwork technology, otherwise known as spares. Beginning today, Lynx Corporation will immediately assume control of all individual rights and liberties of its employees. This will allow us to greatly restrict the spread of union activity and protect our precious workforce. You entrusted yourself to us, and we will keep you safe from harm. Thank you.
This is ludicrous. First you push the hazard levels on us, then you stop us from training. You take Dee Dee's comms away, you bully Kaido, Lou disappears, and now this. This is beyond.
It's all right there in your contract, Joseph. Now, as your corporate representative, Curzon, your financial account with New Manila Credit is being turned over to Lynx. Recurring transfers there will be stopped immediately. 52, that vehicle parked outside your hab is now Lynx property.
That's mine.
I've sent a tuck to retrieve it.
I fixed it.
No. You can't do that. That was my personal property. I gave that to...
Muted. And don't think I haven't seen you scrounging parts on the job, 52. That's theft, kiddo. And it stops now.
Please. My family. Please.
Look, this is all temporary. Just till this union stuff gets sorted. Disagree and commit, people. Now, since we're down a person, you're all gonna have to pick up the slack. Chop chop, folks. These ships aren't breaking themselves. I'll see you all in the yard.
Neither is your face.
Road's out.
Act 2 complete. Oh shit, so I just didn't play much of the game. I just got an achievement for Act 2 being complete. I didn't play much of the story last time, apparently. Because there's 4 acts. Alright, cool. So there's a lot to go. Got a javelin sticker. Oh my goodness. Oh, my boat's still there. Can I just, like, get in that thing and leave? Fuck off. Data driver. That's not what it says. Data miner. That's what it says. Narcissa, you are directly in front of the screen, sweetheart. What's your deal?
Phono text reading.
I got so many
The Stellar
words.
Commission, Part 2.
It wasn't until 2283, during the wake of the AI revolution, that the Stellar Commission found the grit we deserved from them for so long. It is here where we can chalk up a clear win.
There we go.
Advanced AI systems were on the rise, decimating work opportunities for hundreds of millions across the solar system, and causing unimaginable human suffering. Of course, large corporations, as always, had nothing more in mind than profit, and were further spurred by their public image as the drivers of human advancement.
I'm just a little dummy.
However, finally finding their voice and the right tools to enact and enforce policy, the Stellar Commission, in an enormous pushback against corporate power, outlined new regulations around artificial intelligence, practically outlawing its use in order to safeguard human jobs. Better late than never, am I right? The corporate conglomerates have had simmering resentment ever since this moment of heavy regulation and strict enforcement. Today they are looking towards the Jupiter frontier, where once again, the Commission's reach and oversight is sparse. And so the cycle repeats. As a species, our greatest flaw seems to be to never learn from history, and that there's some among us who would gladly grind their fellow humans into a pulp for $1. It appears we are doomed to repeat the mistakes of our past, time and time again.
All right. Okay, I think that's gonna do it for tonight. We got two good ships down. Got a lot of tokens in the pocket there. Rank 19. Starting to buy the tools instead of just rent them, which is nice. Act 2 complete. Parts of the game I had never actually seen before because I was very bad at playing through the, the story progression. Yeah, pretty exciting. All right, well, I'll see y'all next week. Probably Monday, probably Tuesday, I think, but I don't want to make any promises. We'll see how it goes. Hope everyone has a great rest of their week. Words are hard. Great weekend, and I'll see you next time. I love you all. Thank you. Good night.